What is going on, SHJ Army? We're back for another How Would That Superhero Train. I skipped last week, but I'm back in full swing. I wanted to switch from Marvel to DC. For a woman hero, I know we saw Captain Marvel 3 weeks ago, and then Coach Derek took us for a spin. He wanted us to do Wolverine, and because he wrote a badass version 2 of his workout, I did Wolverine 2 weeks ago, took a week off, so here we are. We're doing Wonder Woman today. If you guys don't know what this video is, it's where I talk about and break down how I think a superhero or a comic character would train in real life if they were a human, just training among us, how you could train like them. Not going to give a specific workout routine, but I am going to share with you the workout routines on the site, like Gal Gadot, and also Wonder Woman's workout that we have, character-based workout. And then I'm going to talk about how I think she would train if she was a human like us. And I'm going to base this on over 200 celeb workouts that we have on the site and I've researched, and over 100 character workout routines that we've built on the site as well. Other than that, just quick announcements. I want to get right into it. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. I'm about 99% through. I just want to read through some of the early chapters that I read like 2 weeks ago just to refresh my memory before I get the review up, so that'll be up by next Tuesday's video. Mortal Engines took a hit. If you can't see this, it's all red and it's actually still wet because yesterday, after I'm about 1 chapter in, I opened up my gym bag and at the bottom my monster exploded and it is completely drenched. So that took a hit. Hopefully it'll be dry and I can still read it and have it up by the end of the month because I promised all 3 books for book club this month. But like I said, I want to get right into it. I've been told I've been a little wordy on these videos, so I want to go right into the stats, how I think Wonder Woman would train, and then break it down real quick for you, shorten up these videos a little bit. So crack the monster, cue the music, and let's do it. Alright, so like I said, these videos have been a lot of fun. I know a lot of people are enjoying them, but I have been told that I'm a little bit wordy and I break it down too much because we're seeing a lot of the same thing with these characters who are strong, they have endurance, they're capable of doing calisthenics, they're capable of basically everything. So when I go through these videos, a lot of the times I'm naming everything, but I'm doing it every single time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down Wonder Woman's stats, her powers, compare them to Gal Gadot, and then we're going to go right into how I think she would train. And we're going to do a quick synopsis because if you watch the other videos, you basically know what I'm going to say when these superheroes have it all, like Wonder Woman does. But I want to talk about something specific to her character, so these videos are fun. We can add in the clips, and we do have something very specific for each video that I can break down a little bit more. So getting right into it, Wonder Woman is 6 foot tall, 130 pounds. And yes, she obviously does have power. She has superhuman strength, speed, durability, reflexes, longevity, accelerated healing, flight, and she also has the lasso of truth, indestructible bracelets, projectile tiara, sword, and shield. So I'm not going to be giving you any of her equipment, so you can scratch that right out of the way, but we are going to be focusing in on all her powers. So if we go over and compare that to Gal Gadot, who portrays Wonder Woman in the movies, we have her coming in at 5'10", 128 pounds. I mean, they nailed this casting right on the head. I think she was absolutely fantastic in Wonder Woman. Not only was Wonder Woman amazing, but Gal Gadot made it that much better. And actually, what I wanted to talk about is not only her, but also the other celebrities who starred in this come into play with when we're going to be talking about their workout routine. So how I think Wonder Woman would train is almost like a CrossFitter. So I think they would be very diverse in their training. They would use the calisthenics, they would use the strength training, they would use high intensity interval training, they would use like circuit training, but they would do it in a way that they're rotating in and out of all these types of things on a daily basis. And they actually used a CrossFitter who was actually training for the CrossFit Games at the time, Brooke Entz, as one of the Amazon women. She actually wasn't sure if she was going to take the role. She said, "It took me a little while to accept the role because I wasn't sure if it was going to be worth disrupting my career. I was training for the World Finals of the CrossFit Games, but I ended up accepting it. It was a natural thing for me to do Wonder Woman as well after doing Justice League." And I'm reading that from People.com, and Brooke Entz, actually, the title of it, she wants to prove to people that strong is beautiful. So one of the ways that I think Wonder Woman would be training is very diversified. I think she would be really strong, obviously, but if she is human, she would still be training for strength, and she would also be training for this high-intensity interval training. She would be doing calisthenics movement. She would be doing endurance training. She would be training the same way we're seeing all these other characters train, like Captain Marvel and Batman and Captain America and Black Panther, and all these characters that are just combining all these strengths very well. So if you had to break down your training, you would probably be doing like a 3-day on, 1 day off, and maybe one day you would be working on your endurance training, then the next day you might be working on some interval training, then the next day you might be working on strength. You might take a day off, and then the next day you might be hitting another strength, but it might be for a different body part. Then the next day you might be doing some more circuit training or some supersets or some other type of training, and you're really diversifying it, switching it up, and going through motions that are going to lead you to being well diversified, maybe some calisthenics another day, and really making sure that your training is well varied, and you're not just trying to perfect one thing. You're not trying to be a power lifter or the world's strongest man or something like that. What you're trying to do is be the best you can be at every single one of these things, which kind of goes into the CrossFit mentality a little bit. So that's why I liked using this comparison, and that's why I wanted to read you the quotes from Brooke, because I think this is the way the Amazons and Wonder Woman would be training, and I think this is the one piece that I wanted to put into the video that makes it a little bit different than all the rest of the videos where the characters kind of fall in the same realm where they're very diversified. And I'm going to try to start doing this in every single video where I can pick a little thing that's either in the movies or in the comics or somewhere that I can make it a little bit different, because I think a lot of these characters are going to be training the same exact way, and it would end up making the videos seem a little repetitive. So instead, I want to break it down and pick a little thing that's a little bit different, break that down, as well as talk about how I would do a split, as well as talk about what my main focus would be, and hopefully the characters will be a little bit different, like how I did the Flash, for example, or the Hulk, for example. So things like that will be a little bit different, where I could break down the split a little bit better. But I hope you like this. Let me know if you like the videos a little bit quicker, and this method that I want to start using in the videos. Smash the thumbs up button. Let me know the next character you want to see in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey guys, I love pepperoni, and if you subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and check out the links below, I'll get to eat more pepperoni, like, cause I'm a puppy, and I love pepperoni. Please, get me more pepperoni. I just need it. Oh yes, pepperoni's so good. Please subscribe and like.